Found an abandoned car in the woods and it looked like something bad maybe happened. I am not Oop. Oop is you, unhappy machine spirit. Originally posted to RRBI. Trigger warning. Crime. Less than mood spoiler. Wholesome. Less than. First post. Deck. 1st. 2023. I found an abandoned 1999 Honda Civic in a forest on the Nevada-California border. California side. Normally I wouldn't think much of an abandoned car, but this just looked like something bad happened. The trunk was popped and items still inside. These items were a box of diapers, a sunshade for a pram, an infant-size winter jacket, a plush toy for an infant, and an open envelope for a paycheck from a business in Reno. The envelope has a name, address and employee ID number on it. There was a baby carrier in the back seat, which luckily only had some trash in it and not a baby. The other things in the car was just some food and drink trash and a sock that was baby size. All the baby stuff was pink, girly, so I assume the baby was a little girl as well. The name on the envelope was female as well. The car had the license plate removed, the lights and radio removed, as well as the back tires removed. Outside the car was an empty box of diapers, a high heel hanging from a tree with the sole torn up and the matching across the clearing on the ground, and a mound of fresh dirt between the shoe tree and car. I took photos of everything and I wrote down the VIN and the name and address on the envelope. I wandered around the surrounding area of forest a bit more and I found a pile of women's clothes strewn about on the ground, maybe 100 feet away into the tree line. These clothes weren't winter appropriate. Looked like it was underwear, a bra, and some shorts. Seeing the clothes started to give me some worry for what may be the situation with this car if it's connected. I ran the VIN number through an online search and the number doesn't come back as reported stolen. The other things that unnerved me were that everything was dry and mostly clean compared to the surroundings. We've had consistent rainfall and the ground was muddy, yet the diaper box on the ground was dry. The cardboard didn't seem to have been rained on or anything, or even absorbed much water from the mud. The contents of the trunk were also dry and fairly clean, which seemed wrong given the fresh mud and consistent rain. The exposed metal from where the tires were removed also hasn't rusted yet. The car also was neatly parked in the clearing and not on the road like it got stuck in the mud or snow. I called all this into the police, gave them photos and GPS location and Forest Service road number, but I've heard nothing back. The county this forest sits in is pretty small, so I don't know if the police have the resources to even check the car out. Given that the car seemed to be freshly left there and a child is involved, I want to get some closure that whoever this belonged to is okay and this is just a stolen car left in the woods. Does anyone have advice on what I can do to get more information on what happened? I will admit this forest has always given me unnerving vibes, so maybe I'm reading too deep into this. But I do want to make sure nothing worse happened to whoever owned that car and the baby. Update. Deck. 2nd. 2023. I hope I am going this update correct. I have good news, y'all. This was luckily best case scenario and my update is mundane. With the help of other users with far better detective skills than me, we were able to track down the individual's Facebook page. This has been confirmed to be the individual who owned the car. She is safe and her child is safe as well. She's active on Facebook and I contacted her with information on where her car is. She had posted about it getting stolen in early September and no one else had stumbled upon it and told her until I did. Thank you to everyone who helped guide me to find her and help her find her car. I'm very happy this was just a creepy find and nothing more than theft. Hashtag THIS is a repost sub IAM, not the OOP. Ooh, thank goodness. What a creepy thing to find, Grimace. Damn. This was shaping up to be a real M. Night Shyamalan film with each new turn. Mound of fresh dirt, though? I really was expecting this to end with either a dead or kidnapped parent, baby. Thank God it only was a stolen car. It's weird that the VIN did not come up as stolen. Maybe the PD she reported the problem to drop the ball? That had no sleep vibes all over it in the first post, so glad it didn't stay like that. The true crime fan in me had me freaked out with that first part. I'm glad it was better than expected. What a good person to follow through on all of that. This initially read to me like a set scene for training investigators. Particularly after reading about the crashed, small plane that a hiker stumbled upon. Oddly missing its engine. Turned out that the fire department had set it up there to practice crash response skills.
Never been so happy with a mundane update.
This is one case where the car being stolen was the best outcome. Very interesting. I wonder where Oop picked up the word pram, though. Americans typically call it a stroller. And this is where I finish Reddit for today. Thank you. As a true crime fan, I'd be both terrified and I'd be just terrified. It's never good to find these things where I live. I was freaked out when I saw the OG post. I'm so glad that it ended up being a stolen car instead of a murder. Got confused if I had accidentally stumbled onto no sleep. I am confused and upset at the lack of and then I didn't touch anything else and called the police so they could properly investigate. As usual, police is useless. Phew.
If you enjoyed this video, please check out our playlists full of similar content. Epic Heracast is like doom scrolling for your ears. Please like, share, and subscribe.